regular tea. Maybe you can be taught how to talk regular. Been coming into town like regular ever since Barclay come here. And can get you speaking regular.
A regular gentleman.
And if that's your idea of romance, then there's regular lovebirds.
But it ain't gonna help you to talk regular.
She's learning Barclay how to talk like a regular feller so people can understand it.
But the more and more I learn him to talk regular, I can't tell you how good it is to work for a regular gentleman like Mr. Melliford.
Well, I hope for Barclay's sake, he forgot some manners tonight and talked like a regular feller.
I'm done home.
If I can't find here, I gotta walk 6 miles to Spittersville.
That'll be 22 cents.
Here, you got change for $1?
A dollar bill?
It's what he gives me, Bertie. Oh, goodness gracious.
I'll have to go up back and open up the safe. The whole dollar? Such catering on.
About 10 days. If it had been 11, would have killed the fella. Well, I don't mind strangers. As long as they've been here for 10 years or so. The feller said 2 words. 3 of them don't make no sense.
If you want to be really friendly, put down your money and say keep the change.
Huh? Oh, huh?
Of myself, of course.
Huh?
Huh?
I do what now?
Huh? Huh?
What do you call this?
That there is a rabbit, Captain Vic. I didn't know you was that dumb. You do? Huh? What prizes?
Just a metaphor, nothing more.
What's a metaphor?
I know this one. A meadows for cows and such.
Right. You mean decorum, of course.
Huh? Huh?
Nice. But what's that got to do with farming? Huh?
Shakespeare, you know. Good afternoon, Mr. Melliford. Heart is such sweet sorrow, ain't I?
Charlotte, Lottie, a rose by any other name would smell as sweet.
Huh? Shakespeare.
Who else?
Heart is such sweet sorrow.
Excuse me, in the bucket. That was poetry.
Are you sure?
Quite sure. Romeo and Juliet, Act 2, Scene 2. Put money in thy purse. Shakespeare said it right.
What fools these mortals be. Shakespeare. He done said it best.
We are such things as dreams are made on.
And our little life is rounded. Oh, the relief.
I don't get it.
Shakespeare.
Amos here's a good fella, all right, but he's got his suspicions.
But I got my suspicions. Now don't go putting words in my mouth that I don't understand. I don't know, mister. I got my suspicions. Can't understand what the man says half the time. That's what makes me suspicious.
Dunno. Dunno.
CB,
Well, I don't know. I don't know about that. All right.
That's fine then. Buzzards and buffaloes, I might even put on a dress. What do you say to that, Fergus?
Dunno.
Fergus, Tink, you stop teasing me right this very minute. I ain't never seen such a feller.
Fergus, what have you done now?
Don't know.
Someone's been out there tonight in a rig.
Uh-oh. Well, Sally, what do you think of that?
Don't know.
And I knows everybody in Wildcat Crossing, and everybody within 10 miles. Are you talking about Earl Wagner, the fellow who's got that cabin down in the hollow? Looney McGuire over at the livery stable? Now he talks like an idiot.
Well, who we got here?
This here is Barclay Melanford. He done come all the way from Europe.
Well,
Yep, she's a schoolmarm, all right. He wants to know if you're hitched. Dunno. Any bachelor who ain't too bow-legged don't stand a chance of staying single in these parts. Don't you know what goes on around here? I guess that's Sally Tremaine, and I knows what you come shopping for too. I got this one. This here is Sally Tremaine. She ain't married yet, which she'll tell you every single hour, like clockwork, just in case you forget. That there, Barclay, is the town flirt, in case you haven't guessed it yet.
Just a high-spirited young female, I imagine.
If her spirits were any higher, she'd be a vulture.
is Mr. Melanford in here? Bertie, you got any boot grease?
Of course I have, but what do you want with boot grease?
Mr. Melanford is wearing his new boots tonight, and they is as stiff as a rock.
Then this one's on the house.
Goodness gracious! Tell us what happened, Amos.
Well, there ain't much to tell. All about wheat prices and the cost of hay and such.
And did they understand him?
And then some of them fellas went up and asked him to run for mayor.
Mayor? Oh, goodness gracious! Kinda got riled and told her off, saying that before I learned him how to talk good, he weren't fit for nobody but stuck-up folk like her. I declare, I didn't have to mean it, I reckon. But Lottie can sure get my dander up.
Well, what did Barclay say?
That's the bad part. I got mad at him too and told him he ought to go and marry Lottie. And the two of them can talk poetry to each other till they was blue in the face. Goodness gracious! He's a British gent who...
We're talking about that line with the Barlow place? Name of Melon something?
Mr. Melanford, that's the one. Young manners and all. And he talks just so polite and says, please, and thank you. And especially, lovely. Everything is lovely. I declare, I tell him the toast is ready, and he says, lovely. I declare again, if I told him the barn was on fire, he'd say, lovely. Clean too, real fine clothes, like an undertaker. He talks real English. He's real nice.
Mr. Melon Bottom.
There he is.
I'm a farmer.
I know he lets us talk it too fancy at times. But shucks, it ain't his fault. He grew up in a place where they don't know no better. Can't explain it. The words are different or something. He just keeps talking. And I nods my head like I understand.
I completely forgot to account for the subtle variant of the American dialect.
See what I mean?
I'm embarking on a precarious endeavor. It is an agrarian adventure which offers unlimited excitement for me. But I must say I'm not without reservations, trepidation. But a trepidation commingled with sufficient confidence. That is entirely your prerogative. Well, naturally, you'll be reticent. Your apprehensions are totally applicable. Undoubtedly. Mr. Dabbs, I shall tarry here until we can finish our abruptly interrupted conversation regarding your employment. Any personal idiosyncrasies on his part?
Or nothing doing, Bertie. See?
Nothing doing, Bertie. I did gather you have the unenviable task of enlightening the youth of the community. Rudiments of learning? I suppose it's one of my many idiosyncratic personality traits that keep me ever on the fringe of the local populace. Yes, Miss Dixie apprehends difficulty with accuracy. You see, it is more a matter of nurture than that of nature, don't you think? Excellent! Once more upon the breach, dear friends, or stack up the wall with our English dead. Hoist me, as they say, on my own petard. I gather I don't quite make myself clear.
You can sure say that again, mister.
Unfortunately, I was educated in Winchester and Cambridge, and I'm now cursed with this blasted speech impediment. Give me a drink, Bertie. Still, I can't tolerate this. I don't know what I want. That's not true. I want to be me, myself, Barclay Melliford, not some kind of pioneer phony.
I know the way you two like to talk. La-dee-da.
Shucks, man. I'm just tickled pink to see it. I'm just jumping for joy knowing I get to tramp along with you this evening.
Very fun. Well, sometimes some fancy words were pretty nice to hear.
Buzzing the buffaloes, everyone. You hear that? I done felt it.
Is it true you— Hold on there, Lottie! Can't you see I'm talking with this here gentleman?
What?
Mr. Barclay Melliford, this here is my elder sister, Lottie.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Miss Lottie.
Actually, it's Charlotte.
Charlotte.
It is true, Mr. Malfoy, that I am Dixie's elder sister. I'm not that much older. You understand.
Oh, perfectly. You know, I'm glad you've made the distinction. I may have mistaken you for twins.
And today, he said something to the effect of having been homesick with malaria. Of course, I questioned him, and he had no idea what malaria was. He finally confessed that you urged him to play hooky and go hunting.
I promised to only talk about wheat and hay, Miss Dixie. How does that sound to you, Miss Charlotte?
Simply dreadful.
Come on, Miss Charlotte, that rig is just raring to go.
Barclay?
Ma'am?
You dear unfortunate man. All that poetry and good reading inside of you. Right now?
That's right, man.
Please.
Yes. The pleasure is unquestionably mine.
Then I must be the Duchess of Salisbury steak. Wildcat Crossing, don't want your culture or your learning. Then get out of here before I spit in your eye. Dixie, you know.
Shooting and thinking is two different things, and you don't score so good on the one of them.
Now you found me. What are you gonna do about it?
That is, I own it. The Babo Farm. It's mine. And I've given Miss Dixie permission to hunt there whenever she pleases.
I don't like her attitude.
Sometimes you shoot off your mouth more than your gun.
You still gotta work it out for us, Barclay. You just picked up so many bad habits growing up in England that it's gonna be like busting a bronco to get you to behave. I can wrestle me a mad dog to the ground, but right now, I ain't got the strength for normal learning yet. But I figured if I shoot you dead right now, I ain't got a chance of winning that bet.
As if Dixie Klein could teach you how to go move.
Now, Lottie, I don't want you and Barclay talking poetry and fancy books and such. He needs to set his mind to what I learned him. And I learned how to act rude and such. Buzzards and buffaloes. Well, I'll be Cal's cousin. This here gaggle of geese is the Greensboro sisters. You got Prudy.
Pleased to meet you, Miss Mountford.
And Marty. Tickle Pink, Mr. Melonford. And the youngest bud. As I breathe. Out my way, Prudy. There he is. Stop pushing me from behind. I told you he'd be here. As I look for him, hey, Prudy. Oh, you can say that again. Well, we can wait too. Can't we, Prudy?
Wait for what?
I'll wait all day for that one. Unless you gals are in too much of a hurry and would want to be on your way.
No! But we don't care where he's been. We want to know where he's gone. Where is he? Mr. Melonford?
Well,
He's down at the barber shop getting himself a haircut and a shave. Barber shop, why didn't we think of that?
let's go.
Why, I had no inkling someone bought the Barlow place. Me neither.
Well, luckily you gals just happened to be passing by.
Very lucky.
But I thought you said you
Shush! Ain't that something? I can't find mine nowhere neither.
What shopping list? I thought we were coming here to get a
Well,
snack.
I guess we just already. As I look great. Come on. There he is.
Give us one for next month.
I'll say.
You talked so good I couldn't stand.
Real good. Are you really gonna run for mayor?
I don't think that would be a prodigious
Oh,
idea.
but you got to.
We ain't never had a handsome mayor before.
Please call me Sally, because we're gonna be real good friends.
Yes,
I know what you mean, Birdie. This town ain't got but 2 or 3 real women. Oh, Birdie, you can be so funny sometimes. Well, strangers who come to this town are often surprised to find that such a fetching person as myself is not yet married. Oh dear, looks like I've home forgot my shopping list at home. Happy coincidences. I knew Barclay Melonford could tell the difference between a real woman and a sharpshooting coyote. I reckon not. And here I am in this new dress. It's enough to make a gal spit. Say you got yourself a rig, Fergus. Calhoun Thick, the ornery brute.
Calhoun Vic.
Birdie, when you gonna fix these here doors?
When Calhoun Vic stops breaking it.
You worked for Calhoun Thick once, didn't you?
Nastiest piece of rancher I ever seen. I know, stingy just as well as me.
Must be talking about Calhoun Vic.
That's the feller.
That's Calhoun Vic.
You! Team!
Oh,
No. I reckon you don't know much of anything.
Don't know.
You acting smart with me?
No, don't know.
Dixie Klein, I've been looking for you.
Dixie in here? What is it, Lottie? It's Calhoun Thick. He's looking for you, and don't fuss so, Lottie.
I'm telling you, Dixie, he's in a real mean mood, and he's got his bullwhip.
You've been hunting up near them grove of trees by the stream. I noted.
You don't know nothing, Calhoun Thick.
There ain't enough room in here for the ration I'm gonna give you.
Barclay, don't.
I'll just meet you outside, mister. I find I ain't doing nothing particular at the moment, so, have a good time then.
Oh, I'm so glad you got an opening in your schedule.
Where are you from?
None of your business. Texas. No, Kansas territory. No. Blast it all. Dorset.
Dorset? I'm from Dorset. So you mean to tell me that you've been counterfeiting all this time?
I can't tell you how dreadful. Hiding my true self, denying my true speech, pretending to something I was not.